You can.
Oh man, I was reviewed by Dominic, and ever since then I'm having nightmares. Would recommend though.
Thanks for the review, Dominic. Now I'm sad.
Sound is off. What a shitty start to a cool, hopefully good live stream. What's going on, party people? Can you hear me? Yes, I can't hear you, so how would we know? Oh, we have a chat. Type the word Stranderslup in the chat box, then I will know. If you type any other word, I will not know, and you're probably lying to me. Anyway, I have some things to talk about with you, my friends. Let me just check out the chat box here. Let's get settled in. Chat box still looks like nothing's happening. In the meantime, I just went downstairs to the shop to actually get something. So let's just open this up right here and let's see how this even tastes. I only took it because it has 3 monkeys on top. You can't see it right now because my $5,000 camera is not good enough. Yeah, joke's on me for buying a cinema camera for a YouTube channel. Am I here? Oh, yes, I can see. Some people spell it right. Some people don't spell it the right way. Yeah, it's called monkey shoulder. Don't ask me how it tastes. Don't ask me what it even is. Just got it for the monkeys because, in case you don't know me, wait, just ASMR. Shh, don't speak. Wow. Yeah, in case you don't know me, I spend all my free time sitting at home watching monkey TikToks. For real though. So yes, good. All right, so where's everybody tuning in from? It's been a while since we've done one of those live streams, one of these. I guess it's actually been a while. We used to do them pretty regularly, but somehow life got in the way. Monkey shoulder. Somebody says monkey shoulder. Yes, it's monkey shoulder. Anybody ever tried this one? It's just dirty water, okay? In case you're new here. It's not, YouTube algorithm, it's not alcohol. Don't even think of that. It's just very dirty water bottled in some bottle. And just the stupid people just buy it. Okay, so we got here, the Jedi from Ireland. Ooh, sounds like a real Jedi. Brazil, Delaware, India. Yo, cinematic dude, I remember you from somewhere. Melina from Germany. Somebody else from India. Ghana, West Africa. Awesome. Romania, Florida, England, Germany, Connecticut, Pennsylvania. Yo, awesome. Yum. Somebody's from Yum. Oh, did you mean that Yum? Yeah, first of all, let's just put this in there. Just see what will happen. Is that a lot or not? Nobody know. We will know at the end of the stream. So yeah, generally, basically, oh no, my computer is all wet. Yeah, somebody said near to you, Czechia. I'm actually not in Europe right now. I haven't been in Europe for months, in case you didn't notice. I have moved. I've moved away to Dubai. But I will be back for a few months to Europe, actually starting Monday. Curacao, Oliver Norton from Sweden. I remember you from from the comments, right? I think you postponed the wedding for yesterday's live stream or something like that. Yeah. New Jersey, awesome. So who's been here for the first time? Who's here for the first time ever? We used to do them pretty frequently, especially when they locked us in 2-3 years ago. And for some reason, life got in the way. Lots of things got in the way. I still do frequent live streams, actually weekly, sometimes more than one a week in my mentorship program. Probably this is why I just haven't had a chance to go live here. But we should do it more often because I love it. So yes, me. The Jedi says me. What do you mean me? First time for me, Luca. First time. Lots of people, is this the first time? Are you kidding me? First time. Who's been here before? What's going on? That's something I didn't expect. We used to have the the whole gang hanging out live. Sora turn art on the live me. Oh, that is very interesting. So here's what's gonna happen in case because you've never been here. We do these lives every once in a while. I try to make them more often here, and basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a party. I invite everybody to take some dirty water or whatever you have to say hello to each other, to us dominators, I guess. Then here what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take a look at your content. I'm gonna take a look at your profiles, Instagram, but it's not a secret anymore. Most of the things apply to all three major platforms, especially when we talk about short form content. And so we're gonna take a look. So don't shy away from showing me your TikTok, for example. In my mentorship program, we've had some people blow up like crazy on TikTok and not on Instagram. Some on YouTube, some obviously on Instagram. So the rules are basically blurry, to say the least. And also, we're going to give away some access to my programs, the IG Black File. We're not going to give away access right now to the mentorship program because it's very hands-on and we're fully booked out for now. For now, you can still apply and we can see if we can actually accommodate you. That's the right word. And I have to address some things about yesterday. We're supposed to have the party yesterday, and something happened that I've never had before. Because I see Adam Krzyzimowski, one of the OG gang, right, of the live streams. So here's what happened. I was here all getting settled in for the live stream, right, being super hyped. Something happened. The internet stopped working like 3 hours before or 4 hours before. So I was like, not can't happen. 10 minutes. I've had the internet go out for 10 minutes once in my life, so it'll be all right. But the interesting thing was, the internet went out not only here in my apartment, like the real one, the internet that comes out of the, of the wire, but also the phone internet. And I tried with different phone providers. I even went to roaming from other SIM cards that I had. Cost me a lot, but it didn't work. As soon as I walked 30, 50, 150 meters away from here, internet started working again. Nobody knows what happened. No idea. So, yes, I did not get abducted yet. I have to admit, it's going to happen sooner or later. Even though it's been a while since I got the really bad death threats. So we're going to see. Basically, we're going to take a look at your profiles. We're going to talk about certain things, I guess. Let me just close this bottle right there. Right? Just put it here. The three monkeys. What is it called? Monkey shoulder. Awesome. And let's just say cheers. And drop some things in there while we say cheers. That is actually not so bad. Anybody know this one? Monkey shoulder? Actually, that was the sole reason I did this today. I moved the life from yesterday to today because at first I was like, well, people, Friday evening is usually not the best kind of time. People have other things to do. And I was like, let me just announce it in my newsletter, right? IG Insider newsletter. In case you don't know, maybe down there's a link. heyDominik's IG Insiders. It's not just about IG, but every week you will get free, basically, information, content breakdowns, interesting stuff, even trending reels, right? Some reels trends and ideas that you can use. Always depends on the week. But I thought about, I will just announce it 2 weeks in advance. So we're actually going to have a real party. But then I figured, just yesterday, just right before the live stream, I went to get this monkey shoulder. And so I couldn't waste it because I'm leaving my apartment here for at least 2, 3, maybe 4 months to go to Europe. And I couldn't buy it without opening it for 3, 4 months. Prost. Cheers from London. Yes. Why have you not been at the London meetup? We've had a Dominator London meetup a few months back. Maybe we're going to do it again. So, yeah. Dirty Water, yes, awesome. Yvonne, cheers. Tom, Kawi. Z Automotive says, how can we get selected to get our accounts looked over? I will tell you in a minute how this whole thing works. And, yeah. Let's see. So nobody knows the monkey thing. I'd love to know if anybody has ever heard of this monkey shoulder. Lost Kingster, our old friend. I think he's pretty much famous, right? You've been part of one of our videos, I think. Or not. Or only half part. I don't remember. Matt Mellish. Been watching your content for the last 4 years. A pleasure to hang here live. Awesome, Matt. Here's what's up. Did I turn off the IC? Because it's getting hot in here. We're going to see. Now, Yvonne says, I love how everyone jumps to my second name because my first name is so confusing. Yeah, I thought it's your last name. The first thing is your last name. That's what I thought. This is why. And Yvonne is actually the one that I've heard before. So, yeah, probably that's why. Harry in Motion Prost. Quart Cree Monkey is one of the best dirty waters I've tried. Yeah, it's actually very, very sweet, I guess. It's not so bad. But Yvonne says, I only drink Cap Sav, whatever that is, so I have no idea about the whiskey. It's not whiskey, right? YouTube algorithm. It's not whiskey. It's not nothing. It's basically just very dirty water. Vaida Drugilaite says, is this your first live? I've never seen one before. Yeah, no, it's actually not. It's not my first live. It's probably going to be my last. No, we've done a lot of them back in the days. I think this year was my first. Last year we probably did one or two. This year I'm committed to doing at least one every 2 months. Ideally, it's one every month. So we'll see. We'll see. It's getting hot in here. We're going to see. We're going to see if the AC turns on. If not, yeah, also I see my camera is very low on battery. So if it's done, it's done. Could be done any minute. So here's what's going to happen. Lost Kingster, even though I think he was here before. So I'm actually very disappointed right now. Yeah, actually very, very disappointed. But here's how to get reviewed. Basically, I will tell you, now is the time. It's not now, okay? I will tell you when. Now is the time to get reviews. There's different ways to do it. The first of all, your best chances of getting reviewed, and if you get reviewed, you also get a spot in my video course, online program, the IG Black File, that will get an update pretty soon, in 1-2 months maybe. So yeah, and here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna take a screenshot of this video of me and shout it out on your Instagram account, because that's the easiest way to find your account anyway, right? So this is the first game kind of that we're gonna play. The more you shout out, probably the easier it is for you to get picked, because I'm just gonna, scrape through it. And yeah, this is the first one. The second way I will tell you later. Actually, start with the first one, because the first one that we're actually going to take a look at, we're not going to take him from this, but you still need to already tag me. Yes, Lost Kingster, you're right, by tagging me. JJ23, the light is so good, it feels like a video. Yeah, it's all pre-recorded. It's all fake. That's how it is. I'm actually just an AI dude. I'm actually an AI girl. Actually your mom. That's how it is. Jason Abrams, Dom, you're alive. Yes. Thanks for asking. This is what I wanted to say earlier. People thought I was dead. People thought I was dead. I got a lot of messages because my assistant, right? Shout out to her. She's not native in English. Me neither, by the way. So, jokes on me. But, yeah, she didn't realize that you're not supposed to say it like that if somebody didn't die. So I ain't dead. Also, gotta drink some clean water if you drink dirty water as well. So, all right, good. Awesome. So here's what's up. Like I said, in the meantime, you can tag me. But the first person that we're going to take a look at review will be as followed. You're going to tell me your profile name. You're going to tell me why I should pick you. What is your niche. I will say niche from now on. Because I got mopped back in the days for saying niche. But you ain't got me. And basically, you tell me why. Ideally, something interesting. And then you tell me what's your biggest problem with your account, with your profile, with your content. This is the first person that we're going to pick. So right now, put it in there right now. I will wait a few minutes. I will choose the one that's most interesting for me. And in the meantime, I will answer some of your questions. Lost Kingster, what's your native? Well, it's kind of hard for me because it's German, but not the real German. So if you're from Germany, you won't understand me really if I speak my real native tongue, basically, because I'm from Austria. Basically, I'm from the next small town next to Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he speaks bad German if he really speaks German. So that's it. With that being said, spent a lot of time in the US, especially when I was a kid. So, and I basically only speak English. So there's that. Et je parle français aussi. Un peu. Un peu. Oui, j'ai raté pas Dieu. Baguette. Okay. So, Yiska, Yvonne, right? Now I'm going to say it the right way. I'm going to set it out because I have not even posted anything at all yet. Okay, listen and learn. That's actually something that you guys should all be doing. Because, everybody will be able to learn a lot from it. And I already got the first one because it's interesting. Because I've always wanted to check Oliver Norton. And you even have a check mark. Right? Oliver Norton. And I remember you from my comment section. And yeah, I think I even checked out your profile once. And I thought it's pretty good based on a first glance. So, yeah, we're going to check it out right now. The Funk Soul Brothers. I have something else today prepared. Well, we're going to try to see if you see it. In the meantime, you can stop for now telling me your profile stuff. I will pick another because I already see some interesting things down there. So don't worry about it. Also, in the meantime, shout me out and basically pick the most beautiful screenshot that you can take of me, right? The most beautiful one. Yeah, knowing it's very hard to get one. So, oh, and my thing already stopped working. What a great thing. Let me just see. Oh, it didn't. Oh, no, it actually is working. Good. Let's just go back again to basically see if it works. So, okay, if you can see it, it's awesome. If you can't see it, it's kind of sad, but that's just the way it is. Okay, Oliver Norton has I'm going to try something with my thing here. But Oliver Norton has a verified check mark, which is actually very interesting. Has some stuff in here. Professional parkour athlete. 1 million on YouTube. Dude, man. 2 million on TikTok. Dude, man. Okay, and here's how it works, basically, if you're new here. That's all I'm going to say for now. I'll just scroll down a little bit, and you guys will tell me exactly what you think of. I want to know your first impression. Whatever comes to your mind, write it in the chat box right there. Because here's what's up. A lot of people are usually smarter than just one weirdo, right? So I want to know what you think. Sometimes we get some really interesting insights just based on what people think and see and say, okay? So I will just wait a few minutes. I will scroll down a little bit. And then we're going to take a look at the content and all of the things. Abby, are you still reviewing pages? Yes, in fact, I actually just started. Okay. Content. Hopefully lots of content. But I'm not going to say anything right now. I will just wait what you will think. Yvonne says, I'm terrified of heights, so my first impression is sheer terror. Yeah, I agree. Me kind of too. Also terrified of heights, despite flying airplanes in my free time. But seems like who's a pilot here? Whether it's like a real pilot or somebody like me who just flies these small airplanes. Feels like the majority of people that I know who are pilots, flying bigger and small airplanes, are afraid of heights. So there's that. Adam says, very clean and consistent with its style. I agree. Somebody says, no text on screen. What do you mean? You mean in the content? Let's just take a look at the content here in the meantime. Neil says, first impression, it's more about himself, not that much in it for me as a potential new follower. Okay, this is a very interesting thing. We're going to talk about this. Sanja, lots of legs and sneakers. Okay, you mean sneakers? Dynamic and fun, but also makes me feel super scared, especially those straight down shots. Yeah. Interesting thumbnail, somebody says. Well, that is interesting. Okay, understand. Very thumbnail is an automatic hook. You probably mean every thumbnail is an automatic hook. Okay. So many things to go off of. So everybody who's here to learn something, take a pen and paper. Yes, no text on cropped static profile. Homage. Image you probably mean. Okay, good. So here's what's up. First of all, let me just try something out right here. Somebody said he already has 1 million followers. What else he wants? Oliver said the problem is, his biggest problem is monetization, which I kind of understand. Yvonne says, yes, thumbnail is like, OMG, is he gonna die? The POV is very engaging. The parkour content makes it very engaging. But somebody says thumbnails should give us more. Okay, so let me just try something out. No, this is the wrong way. There's something I think that is possible here. Markup. Unsupported file format. Shut the fuck up. Okay, at least we got that here. So, okay. Let's make it yellow. First of all, everybody can learn from this. Profile is obviously already very good. So right now we're just nitpicking because Oliver would have not gotten to 1 million followers if he didn't know what he was doing. First of all. But still, there's a few things that I think could be a little bit better. But let's first of all talk about what is good so everybody can understand what's going on. First of all, this profile picture is very, very good. It is, first of all, something very clear, because here's what's up. This ring right around it, just a slight ring, just is a small thing that makes him stand out immediately. Especially with dark mode, right? With dark mode and with his dark, clean background. So that's something that's very good. You have to know that almost everybody is using dark mode on Instagram. Almost everybody, like 60% is almost everybody. What do you tell? What do you say? Do you have dark mode on or the other mode? Now, here's what's up. The rules generally of getting somebody to follow you. Right? There's different rules. There's basically different metrics, if you will, that somebody needs in order to, make it want to follow you. One thing actually being social proof, and social proof is actually pretty high with him, seeing as he's got 1 million followers. He has got the tick right now, and his profile looks very sleek. Yeah, this didn't render for some reason, but yeah. So there's that. With that being said. Just in the bio alone, I think there's a little bit of room for improvement because, professional parkour athlete, awesome. 1 million on YouTube, 2 million on TikTok down there. And then there's a YouTube video linked in there. So there's a few things. I personally believe, and right now, like I said, we're just nitpicking mostly. It's easier for people to read. It just makes it easier to digest for people if there's an emoji in the front, right? It just breaks it up easier. It doesn't look like it's just one pile of big text, right? With that being said, there's not a lot in there. I mean, you got the million on YouTube, the 2 million on TikTok, and 1 million on here. So the social proof element is as high as possible, right? So people immediately say, this is a professional creator. There's got to be something interesting for me. Now, with that being said, ideally, you still have one more line in there, something about another hook. I saw somebody said something very interesting. Yeah, I missed it, but somebody said something along the lines. Oh, there you go. I would have one binge session, but no reason to follow, which is kind of interesting. But if you have something in there, right? Who knows what? Some additional line that helps people kind of make the jump into hitting the follow button right there. Whatever that might be, whether it's teasing something that's going to happen at some point, or just drawing a blank right here. But any of the things that you could think of, okay, what's my ideal target audience, and how can what else can I give them to kind of make the jump into hitting the follow button? Just a small thing right here, though. Now, there's another thing that might be a little bigger, something you might want to try here, the YouTube link. Generally speaking, it's not a problem if you have a YouTube link in there, but we have seen it with Twitter. They were a little weird about it, having, not wanting to have different social media profiles in there, social media platform links in there, and with Instagram, there used to be the thing. I don't know if it's still a thing, but basically you couldn't get it verified if you had this in there. I don't know how it was about you. Did you get verified before that or after that? Or are you meta verified? Who knows? But sometimes this is not the best way to go about it. Talking about the algorithm, right? People come here and then here's what's up. I don't know how many followers you grow per day or per month, but let's say people come here, they watch your videos, and then lots of people check out your profile, right? Let's say they come through the Reels feed, check out your profile, and then basically they look there, okay, nothing else is there, like somebody said, I don't really have a reason to follow. And then you basically give them two choices. Either hit the follow button to not miss out, or check the YouTube, where you basically give them a chance to paint some pictures in their minds, and they're going to think, well, this is just a follow button, and I have already binged most of the content. So there's that. Oh, here I can check the YouTube channel, and there's probably more content that I could check out. Then they click on there, they leave, right? The session ends, and the Instagram algorithm kind of thinks, well, he kind of lets people go off the platform. So kind of shitty. Now, Oliver said, extreme skill alone don't get you followers. There's thousands of parkour athletes more skilled to me. Yes, I know. Some people always say that if you're extreme, if you do that and X and Y, you get followers anyway. Actually, no. I actually think it's even harder to get followers if you're one of these extreme kind of people, sports or whatever it is, because it actually takes a lot of effort, I guess, for him to create content and, a lot of skills. And it's not just sitting down and speaking to the camera for 5 seconds or doing a, trending audio reel every once in a while. No, he's got to risk his life, I guess, to do these things every once in a while, right? To keep up with the consistency. Also, Oliver says, I got verified with YouTube link in bio. Okay, interesting. So that changed. Okay, let's just go back a little bit. Delete. Just so we can see actually what's going on. There's a fluctuation in views, which is generally a very good thing. We can see there's a clear outlier, 1.5 million views, 12.8 million views, 1.5 million likes with this one. immediately into action. And then there's kind of, yeah, okay, I get it. People love these kinds of things where things get wrong and I can't even look at it. So this is very shareable. This is just keeps people glued to their screens. Do you have the stats on this? Like the average watch time? Because, damn. Whew. See, I'm even glued to the screen right now because, yeah. Understandable why this has a lot of views. Let's take a look at one that doesn't have a lot of views. I mean, compared to the others. Yeah, let's take a look at this one. Yeah, understandable. Understandable because it takes a little bit too long to get to the point. People are not really aware, right? If you can see here, especially with this wide angle lens, people don't really make the connection immediately of what's going to happen. And only now you start to jump. And now people are like, so with something like this, where it takes a while to get into, you might want to, that's kind of cool. Either start with the second shot, where you kind of tease it, like while you're in the air, but where you see yourself from a third perspective, or have some small text on the screen, right? That's what I would say. With that being said, yes, monetization. Let's talk about monetization. Generally speaking, there's a few things you could do. Obviously, sponsorships. Obviously, I would try to find long-term partners in your case, like and reach out to them. Don't wait for them to reach out to you. Like gear stuff or anything in that sort. I have no idea to what extent companies sponsor these extreme sort of sports. Who knows? But reach out to them and sell them package deals, right? A multi-platform package deal, long-term multi-platform package deal. You have 2 mil on TikTok, 1 mil on YouTube, and 1 mil here. You have some leverage. I'm pretty sure you do have some sponsorships, but usually if you say, okay, I will be exclusively working just with you and maximum one other brand for the rest of the year, you got this package, having at least 2 posts on YouTube a month, 3 on Instagram, and 2 on TikTok. You can get, $30K a month easy for these, if you get a deal, if you find some deals. Someone says chiropractors. Yeah, that's actually a good one. That would actually be a funny collaboration even. Now, the other thing is obviously selling courses to people. I know you probably don't want to hear that, but as a second funnel somehow, teaching people how to do what you do. Now, I don't know about the legal repercussions of doing that, but I guess people might be interested in that as well. So yeah, basically. Another small thing that I say is there's not too many things in there. I don't like the story highlights at all. YouTube, social media, travel. Who's going to click on that? You don't want to, people want to know about you. What led you to do it, right? Right there. What is your thing? What is your mission, right? Why are you even doing this? And then some other things that just make people understand who you are. Because if they understand who you are, if they get to know you, your motivation, and your basically why you do things, and see your personality a little bit, people are going to follow you even more. So yes, there's that. With that being said, Oliver, DM me on Instagram. You obviously will get the black file, even though you do all of the things almost right already. But yeah, text me. You will get access to the black file probably tomorrow at the latest. Because I still have to get a hold of my assistant, who probably got abducted since yesterday. So right. Parkour lives would be so cool, somebody says, which is also something I agree with. But then again, you have to have these bags. Somebody says TED Talks in terms of monetization. Yeah, why not, right? Why not? Somebody says, basic how-to would probably do really well. You could even do a second account just based on the how-to side of things, right? Doesn't matter if you don't get a lot of followers immediately or even at all, but basically use that as your second stream of monetization and get people in for your, either consultations, how-to type of stuff, video courses, and whatnot, right? Basically go broad with the monetization thing here. I would go to a parkour workshop, but would just be me jumping from one rig to another on the ground. Yeah, why not? Parkour workshops. People love workshops recently. Like life workshops. Because, people just don't want to be... They miss the life situation, right? So why not? I was just at a workshop with Chris Doe from the future, if you guys know him, the other day. So, yeah. Good one. Really good one. But a little sweet and a little interesting. I love interesting things. Okay, good. In the meantime, think about some questions. I will just put in the starting soon thing for 10 seconds. No, actually, why do we even have to? I'll just go there and turn on my AC. Don't ask me why it's done. And then I will be back in a second. 24.5. I'll turn it on. Are you kidding me? There you go. Who turned it off? Gary V, but parkour. Southern Relic Adventures. What camera do you use and lens? I use a Sony FX3, which is a total overkill. Nobody ever would need that. And I have a Sigma 35 1.4 lens right now. And right now it is at f1.8. In case you're wondering. Right. That's it. And I don't have a lot of battery there. Uh-oh. Sandra says, teaching no fear mindset. Still talking about Oliver, which is also something, right? Like, I agree. This maybe even can go hand in hand. Depends on your avatars, right? Something that we talk about a lot in my mentorship and my course, SIS. Because it's really important. Yvonne says, how do you cast your iPad to the stream? I actually just have my iPad hooked up to my computer, and with my streaming software, OBS, I just say iPad. That's it. That's all there is about it. The cinematic, dude. Full cinematic mode on. Yeah, basically that's how it is. I have Sony ZV-E10. I was going to get Sigma 16mm with 1.4 aperture. Yeah, I have that as well. It's a very, very good lens. Only it is for, these APS-C camera bodies. So, yeah, but I have it too. Back in my old videos, I used that with a Sony a6400. And to be honest, this setup would still be pretty good. Adam says, which platform do you think has the best chance of winning the short-form content war? Well, here's what's up. It is still more complicated than I thought it would be. At the end of last year, I was like, well, YouTube 100%. It's gonna, with the monetization capabilities and just with because YouTube is YouTube, that's about it. Now, I thought by May this year, the war was kind of, already sort of done. And most people would abandon Instagram. That's what I thought. But it's actually not the case. Looks like Instagram is holding out really, really strongly. And right now, YouTube is not as strong as I thought it would be, especially in the short form content game. And I would say all of them right now have something to them, to be honest. And I tell my students, my mentorship students, post all of your content to all of the 3 platforms. And if you have time, even on Twitter. A lot of people get lots of views for long form videos as well as short form on Twitter. Can you believe it? So, yes. We can see, I just recorded a video today about the Instagram algorithm. I did some tests. Will be online hopefully soon. But yeah, right now I'm actually pretty busy, especially with the mentorship program that I'm running right now. Maybe there will be another run towards the end of the year, so we're gonna see. But I basically dissected the new Instagram home feed algorithm, right, with different test profiles, with different other profiles, and it looks like things really started to get fixed. Just a short spoiler alert. With most profiles, pictures and carousels are right around 50% of people's home feeds. And yeah, I guess that is something pretty good and pretty interesting. Yvonne says, I think short form will eventually be replaced by something else, but what? Well, here's what's up. I don't think it will go away fully. Now, and I've talked about this a lot of the times, and whenever I say it, somebody comes in the comment section and says, yeah, you've been saying this all the time. Why you don't say anything new? Because that's just the way it is. But basically, I think short form content is becoming a little longer, right? So more towards the minute mark, maybe even more, but at least more towards the minute mark. And it's going to have a lot of attributes basically be the same or similar to what makes long form content good, right? So actually a storyline or actually something that's happening, something that you can actually consume, right? Something with substance. And that's what I think. And these small short form things will get less and less, become less and less of a thing, even though still right now, don't abandon them. It's good. It's important to get, especially the consistency up, keep the consistency up, and also get some fresh new eyes, because some people still love these kind of things, which is all right, right? Every week, for example, I do analyzation of the algorithm. First of all, I do it personally, and then we have some AI-assisted software to help me with it. Check out how certain audio trends perform on Instagram, right? What the audio trends are, which songs get pushed out, or which audio tracks get pushed out more or less. Then I also analyze what they are, right? What is it about? Is it some original audio where somebody for lip sync? Is it some song? And how do the videos perform, and what do they have in common? By the way, every week, also somewhere down in the link, I have a weekly Reels trend report. But spoiler alert, it's not just about trends, getting trends. I also dissect these trends and tell you exactly what you can do with this to get the most amount of views. Use them to their maximum potential. I'll tell you different ways. For example, audio A. This is how you can do it. This is how you should do it. There's some example hooks, right, down below in the description. But analyzing these things, I've noticed a clear trend towards even away from lip sync recently. Starting 2 months ago, I started to see this the first time ever, towards songs, right? Actual songs. But then I checked out the ones with a lot of the times, right? It's not black or white, black and white, but a lot of the times, reels that got a lot of views actually have them as a background song. Then there's some voiceover, and then there's just something happening similar to a YouTube video, right? And if we take a look at Oliver's profile, also, he's got right, he's got actual content right there. So yes. Good. I've missed some of your comments, chat things, messages. Ricky Montes, any update on bonus? No update on bonus, but they're working on something. That's what I know. That's what I've heard. They're working on some rev share, but you know how long it takes for them to actually come up with some things at the end. So yeah. Good. Matt Malish, how often do you recommend posting? Sometimes I feel like the more I post, the less views it gets, and a couple of days in between each upload allows it to grow more. Yeah, it actually depends on your audience, and it depends on your content audience fit. It's like a really complicated matter, actually. And every guru out there who tells you post 5 times a day, week, 5 times a day, post 5 times a week, without reflecting on what they actually mean with it, just doesn't know what's going on. Just doesn't know, just doesn't know. Because it heavily depends on your audience, first of all. Who's your audience? What do your competitors do? Similar accounts do? Then it depends, how good is the content? Is the content actually what your audience, what people similar to, basically what we call them avatars or one true fan, how they react? What do they expect from content? And could be they're overwhelmed with too much of the same kind of content. Could be they're all ADHD people and they need different profiles all the time. You'll never know. But usually, if we see, like generally speaking, basically, in case, is there a UFO out there? Well, that was something interesting. But yeah, now I lost the thread. But yeah, basically, if you don't know me, I'm doing a lot of research day in, day out. Not just on Instagram anymore, right? On all platforms, but on Instagram specifically, I have seen a clear trend towards posting more will get you more reach. Good that I forgot to mention that in the video that I recorded today, because that's another thing I've noticed when analyzing the home feeds of people. The profiles that were posting the most got by far the most impressions in the home feed, meaning people who follow them. So generally, yes. With that being said, could be then that your content is not as good, but you also have to take a look at how many impressions do you get and how many likes do you get. We have to take into consideration people tend to like stuff less, so there's that. Right. And if you're new here, and if you just tuned in order to get your profile reviewed, you gotta, first of all, shout me out, tag me on Instagram. Hey, Dominic, that's me, not the fake people that always scam you. Don't get yourself scammed. Anyhow. Z Automotive, what do you use for your graphics on your YouTube videos? Well, a mixture between my own kind of presets that I did. Somebody asked before if I edit my videos myself. Yes, I edit them 90%, 95%. I have somebody do the rough cut for me, and then the graphics and all the other things I do. I have to change that, unfortunately, because usually videos take me, once I've done the scripting, which takes anywhere from 2 to 10 hours, and the recording, which also takes usually not so long, 30 minutes, let's say, but depends. The cutting, editing, usually takes 7 to 8 hours. So, in addition, yeah, sad, but so yeah. With that being said, usually I have my own presets. I just try to do some stuff with Final Cut, just try to mix things together. And if you see the shitty graphics, it's actually just my iPad that you see right there, my Apple Pencil, Procreate, right? I'll show you in case you guys are interested in that. I just have Procreate on. Then I go, for example, here, in case you have remembered this video where I made this pyramid in front of a black background. And sometimes while, like usually, there's different things, or this, or this, or, this I sometimes have. And then let's say I create something like this, and then I screen record the thing, and then I make something cool. And then I send it over to Final Cut, and then I have my own preset that kind of makes this look even shittier and kind of glitchy. So, yeah, that's basically how it works. Obsessed with your graphics on your videos and the overlays. Yeah, here's what's up. I get like once every week. I think once every week I get either comments or DMs of people telling me I should create some content about how I edit my videos. Wouldn't really fit in my YouTube channel, right? So I don't know. Maybe I'll, I don't want to start another YouTube channel for editing, but we're gonna see. Maybe I'll host some live stream somewhere where I show you guys how to edit things. Back in the days, I sometimes used to do it live editing when I was live on Twitch while I edited some stuff. Haven't done that in a while because it even takes longer. So if I do that, but yeah. Marwin, hello. Can you say again how I can get a profile review? So there's two things. Still, first of all, take a very beautiful, like right now, right? Screenshot or something of me. Tag me in your Instagram and tell me what you think of me. Or whatever you want to say. Then later down the line, we're going to pick a few of you guys. Everybody will win the IG Black File, my course, which will get an update pretty soon. And right now, we're actually going to take a look at another. Tell me right now in the comment section, right now in this chat box right here, what's your account? What's your biggest issue? And what's your niche? So yeah. Yvonne, I think I need to get a cam link or something to share my iPad to PC. Yeah, PC, I have no idea. With the MacBook, you just plug it in. So yeah, in the meantime, who has some dirty water? This looks even different than it does in real life. But yeah. Cheers, everybody. Okay, so you know what you got to do. Paste your stuff in there. In the meantime, let me just check out if somebody already shouted me out. Let's see. Okay, we've got some people. We've got some people, even some sneaky people who actually shout me out in a post. I didn't even think of that. That's a good one. But more on that later. Let me just see what you guys have written down here. All right. Alan Barr, you have to use a software that shows the question from YouTube you're answering. Yeah, I used to do that. I used to use Ecamm Live, I think was the software. But it's just really, I think it's stupid to pay monthly like $40 for streaming software just because of that. Also, I just got a notification from YouTube that in 30 seconds, some ads will run shortly for some viewers. Uh-oh. Should we skip them? I will press skip ads, so you won't get the ads right now, okay? So, yeah. But yes, I know. Does it work? No, unfortunately, I can't. I will check. I will find that for the next stream, that you will actually see the question that I put on there. Okay, so ideally, you tell me something interesting about your channel, right? Something interesting that makes me immediately think, "Wow, I wanna check it out." Marwan, so I took the screenshot and tag on my story or post. You could do whatever you want, basically, but story is probably better. You don't want to post this. You don't want to post my face on your channel. Okay, so first of all, let's take one. I already checked something out. I already have somebody. You can still write it down, though. But let's see, because seems like somebody wrote something interesting, because we have quite a few people in my mentorship program with a pretty similar niche. So let's check it out. It is from somebody called Women's Strength Society at Dragana Jaspricha. Audience growth is the issue. Okay, so her main issue is audience growth. Just pull this over here. And I help women build a non-average body for non-average life without another summer shred challenge. So this is very interesting, and already something a lot of people can take note of, because what she did is basically call out her target follower, her target avatar, with something that they, with something catchy, basically. Where is it? Did I just... She says, I help women build a non-average body for non-average life. So kind of complicated. It could be, well, it depends. The only issue with what you say right here, but then again, I'm stupid. You just texted me right here. You don't have it on your... Oh, you have it there. Okay. You have it there. Build a non-average body for a non-average life. Okay, the way you wrote it there, very good. But what I want you guys to do right now, as before, let me know what your thoughts are, your first impressions, and all of these things. She says her issue is audience growth, right? Audience growth is the issue. There's a few things that I want to know. In the meantime, you will just let me know what you think of this content, generally speaking, and the profile. And I have some questions for you. How long have you been on Instagram? Okay, since October 22. So it's basically pretty new, 204 posts. Have you had any content takedowns? Any of these things, like community guideline strikes? I can see it sometimes with fitness channels. Sometimes they get flagged for showing a lot of skin. So, saying, well, this goes against the community guidelines. If you got anything there, let me know. In the meantime, I'll drink some water. Okay, she says it's a new account. Somebody, please still let me know what your first impressions are of this account. Somebody says feels more corporate than personal. This is very interesting. I'm wondering what the story behind the names Simone and Claudia are. Oh, she means the story highlights right here. Somebody says, looks like you put a lot of work into it, but way too corporate. This is actually very, 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 very interesting. Very interesting. Not personal enough. Somebody says not personal enough. Are you guys in her, the people who say that right now, are you guys in her target audience? Are you women? Basically, that's her target audience. Somebody says looks professional and trustworthy, but like others have mentioned, it would be nice to see a bit more personality. Okay. So already something. Somebody said something interesting. Change the Simone picture, story picture. Claudia. Somebody was confused. Why is the results? And why does Claudia, Simone, and Silke? Where are you from? From Germany? Those sound like German names. This monkey thing is pretty good. Man. Is there a place where I can find some monkeys here in Dubai? I want them to try it out. I'm sure they're going to love it. and I'll bring some cigar. Because that I know they love. I've had some episodes with them. Melina says, I don't like the puzzle posts talking about these things. Okay, understand. With that being said, you still have a few minutes to check it out. Feel free to check her out, right, on your own. Because I don't always want to just scroll down here. I mean, we can scroll down here. Then we're also going to take a look at the reels in general. Because I guess this might be the biggest issue somewhere if you don't get a lot of reach. In the meantime, I forgot your name already, if you told it. Dragana, I guess, is your name. In the meantime, okay, she says, not enough space in the highlights. Okay, another interesting thing we're going to have to take a look at. But in the meantime, could you take a look at your stats and tell me what your non-followers reached versus followers reached stats are generally, let's say, with a few of these posts? How many people do you reach that don't follow you, and how many people do you reach that follow you? Because usually that is where the culprit is. Okay, so we already got a lot of, and this is why I love these streams so much, because we've got such a diverse audience, right, from around the globe, different kinds of people, but still always some people who are in their other people's target audience. Yvonne says, since it's for women, I'd like to see more feminine aspect to it. That would be very nice. It would draw me in more. I understand that. Totally depends on her actual target audience. But still something to consider. With that being said, let's take a look at it. So first of all, let's do it like that again. Quick. Markup. Unsupported. And then at some point it's going to pop up. Because Apple just likes to lie. Okay, so first of all, again, you guys are already pretty good. This is pretty good. Everybody take a look at the profile picture. Clear background, you can see it. Very clear background with some separation, right? Everybody take a look at this. Clearly, usually I say have a little bit more of your face in there. But here you can see, right? The emphasis is, on building a body, right? Right? People know immediately what this is about. And this is basically what we want. Basically what we need. So this is actually pretty good. Also, I also pretty like this a lot. Your whole bio, generally speaking. Dragana is always important. Some people, some gurus, right, say don't put your name in there. Start immediately with the SEO stuff. And I say, fuck you. This is very bad. Am I allowed to say this, YouTube? But anyway. Now that I said it, it's booze. It's whiskey. Now the secret's out. Now that we're demonetized. But don't do this. Have your name in there because people are going to look for your name. People need to know a name, right? Especially as you saw before. What did I want to say? Some people have the first impression that it's a little bit too corporate-ish, right? So, yeah, always good. Female body transformation. That's the thing. I mean, people understand this, but here's what you have to try to understand. Oh, come on. Why is there not a white one? Oh, signature. I can put my signature on your profile. Okay. You have to understand female body transformation. Does the algorithm know, in addition to all your content, what this means? Maybe the algorithm does, because the algorithm's already pretty good, to be honest. But also, do people who search, what do your target audience people search for if they search on Instagram? Body transformation could be. But leave it in there for now. I don't think it's that bad. I actually think it's pretty good. Not another summer shred challenge. Awesome, right? Immediately you kind of challenge some things. You kind of cater to or call out what we call in the Black File and in my mentorship the non-believers, right? Some branding elements. So, basically being a little bit polarizing. So yeah. Somebody says feels too niche. Maybe go a little broader. Well, hard to say. You have to take a look at your competitors in similar accounts and how they position themselves. Because I don't think it's too broad. Like generally, also the content, I'm not sure we're going to take a look at. But yeah, I don't think so. Could be just the positioning and these things that people think, oh, I'm not actually in your target audience, when in reality they are. So could be, but that's something we'd have to take a closer look. Okay. With that being said, WSS membership waitlist. This is something you need to rewrite. Just something different. Nobody knows what is WSS membership waitlist. Nobody cares. They want to know what's in it for them. What is the transformation they can expect? Because they want something. They have a pain. And you need to, in as few words as possible, instead of WSS membership transformation, write something in there. For example, transform your body in, I don't know, 3 weeks. Don't worry about it. You already sat there. Not another summer shred challenge. Who knows? But something that paints pictures in their minds that makes them want to click down there. They see anyway that there's a waiting list or on the landing page itself, right? So there's that. Let's take a look at another thing before we go to the content. You said before that Claudia Simoni, they're not in the results one because this is full. So let's take a look at it. Can we take a look at it or not? Can we do markup? Oh, horrible. 19. But then again, you got lots of results. Let's just take a look. First of all, let's just click our way through. Oh, first of all, it's German. Oh. Okay, so where are you from? Germany? Where exactly? I guess if I ask questions, I should check out the comment section. Transform your body for life. Yeah, for example, or you could say transform your body with me. You can still do it like that so people know. But split test. Awesome that this actually did not work. I already thought it's cool, but it's not. Let's just stop it. I'm, testing out things here, my friends. So, there you go. Perfect. So, Berlin. I've been to Berlin a lot. I was at a music festival last year in Berlin, by the way. See, Yvonne immediately likes, I love Transform Your Body for Life. Somebody says, but we also have clients in the US and Swiss. Yeah, I understand. Now, here's what's up. First of all, you seem to always have the same format of these testimonials. And your business thrives on testimonials and the reach. There's one thing I have to say. We have some clients in our programs that have 1,500 followers, right? That have 2,500 followers, who also had like around 1,500, views per video and stuff like this. With some small tweaks, they managed to, for example, get their views up to 3.5K, 5K every once in a while. And because everything else was optimized, the followers did not necessarily grow like crazy, and also the views didn't grow like crazy, but actually the revenue doubled or tripled. And this can sometimes be something really interesting. Now, let's go back to this one here really quick. Client wins, right? Very important. But first of all, it seems like all of these things look exactly the same. There's some unused space. First of all, the algorithm doesn't like it. People, you know, people are not 100% gonna like it too. Plus, the most important thing is, which is the testimonial itself, is first of all, very small, right? You have to imagine it on the phone. Very small. Then even smaller than that is the text. Then here is English. And here is German. And people are gonna sit there and be like, what is going on? I'm not even gonna bother reading because I have no idea. I would love to know. So ideally, if you have these things, either translate them, make them bigger, easier to read, right? Maybe translate them. Maybe make one in German, next one in English. Ideally, you make some of them in videos, right? In video, come on, in a video format. Plus, sometimes it's better to showcase the transformation as opposed to just tell them, right? Showcase them. Show them how you work with people, which I think you do. But yeah, maybe you do it with those people and later down here. But that's the other very, very big thing. This is just way too much. Way too much. Somebody says, I'm also in your program. And which program? In my mentorship? I don't think so. Are you? No, you can't be because I would know you. But yeah, so one thing you want to avoid like the plague is having a million story highlights in there. You want to have 10 maximum, 12 maximum in there. People are not going to click through. They're going to abandon. They're going to be really, really, they're pissed off. They're going to exit out, and you're going to get bad signals for the algorithm. So if you have lots of results, always make new story highlights. Ideally, fewer than these. Oh, in the black file. Oh, no, you would have gotten a spot in the black file today. But awesome. First of all, I have to tell you, there will be an update pretty soon in a month or two. A big update. Also, that's going to help you a lot. So, yeah, there's that. Then, and now I understand, by the way, now I really understand, because you're in the black file, why you have this in here. This is pretty interesting. Okay, very good. So fewer of them. Always keep them fresh. Also, membership, like here, you don't want to call it membership, right? People, this is probably what people think. They don't want to get anything sold. Membership. Always think about the transformation and the benefit for the client. So, okay. With that being said, let's just take a quick look at what you showed in there. There you go. This is how it should be. This could be a little bit bigger right here. This is great. This is very great, even though kind of hard to read down here. Kind of the contrast is a little hard. Just getting started. This you could translate again. And ideally, you start with the transformation pictures in the beginning somehow. Because, that's what people actually want to see, and then explain all the other things back then. With that being said, people say it's too corporate. I understand, because she has very good thumbnails, and a lot of people say it's too professional, which sometimes can be for certain aspects, since it's something you definitely have to try out and test out. Sometimes being more raw, being less polished, especially when you have a smaller following, probably always, sometimes that helps out getting more trust from your potential clients and from your potential followers, because they feel like, okay, this creator's on a level with me. Doesn't say, well, I'm the cool creator, right? I'm the top G, basically. And with that being said, this I can't show you right here with this, but this what's it called? This puzzle, if you will, is kind of interesting. But this might be the reason why people immediately think, well, this is too corporate-ish. I'm not even going to look. So you might want to try to play around with these things. a little less polished things. With that being said, let's take a look at one of your profiles, one of your followers. Let me just see. She says, I'm unpolished in my stories. That is very good. That was another thing I wanted to tell you. At the very least, you need to be as unpolished as possible in the stories. Let's take a look. What I see, you do a lot of resharing, which tends to get less reach, which tends to lower your reach. Okay, very good. I mean, this doesn't look unpolished. This looks professional, but this looks pretty good. Oh, there you go. Pretty good. Okay, if that's what you mean with unpolished. Yeah, just putting that out there. You might want to try it out, but generally pretty good. Let's take a look at one of your reels. Let's see. But I love designing posts, which is good. But sometimes you can design good posts and have them be still very nicely designed, yet still a little raw, more raw. Just something to put in your mind. Not saying it's the right way to do things, but it could be one indication. Now, you told me before, in April, I had 16,600 non-followers engaged versus 1050 followers engaged. Okay, so out of your followers, wow, okay, almost everybody. And also lots of other followers. And what's your growth, basically, per week? Per week or per month? Because if you get 10,000 people reached, you should be able to get 10 people per day follow you, which probably is not the case. Not too sure about that. But in the meantime, let's take a look at some. Juan Antonio, pumped about catching this live. Hello, I'm glad you're here. Juan. Where are you from? Spain? Or a Spanish-speaking country? I mean, this, for example, this is cool. Like this one right here. This is kind of raw, but still polished, right? This too. Let's take a look at one of your reels that didn't get a lot. Let's say this one. Let's just take a look here. Can I hear it? For some reason I can't. Question is why. Puerto Rico, awesome. Hello. Good morning, I guess. Okay. Do you do more of these? Do you do a lot of these type of reels? And what is it in the audio? Because I don't hear it, unfortunately. But we have clients who do sort of similar stuff to this. Great quality, right? I love it. You are very, very talented. We have a lot of clients in the fitness niche, whether it's for women or for men, who with this type of content at some point blew up. So you're on the right track, at least. Oh, it's 1 PM. There you go. Interesting. Jenny, I always love when I have them on these lives. Great. Okay, trending audio for this one. I understand. You can repost this exact one in, let's say, 3 weeks. Exactly the same. Or you can switch up the hook and do a voiceover, for example. Might perform better. But this is very good. And it's interesting why this has not a lot of views. I mean, the thumbnail is not the best because there's stuff there. You could just make it the same background like there and there. I don't know. Put a table there. No, but yeah. And what did I want to say? Thumbnails not being the most important things, like people think, especially not on Instagram. Let's take a look at, let's say, this one. What do you have there? Which audio do you have there? Okay. I understand which audio you have there. Okay. So, when did you start to become really consistent? I love to use I've never done it before. Use the pen to navigate the iPad. Feel like a doctor. Because that's what doctors do, apparently, in my brain. Okay, here's what's up. Good. But which one was it? Just one small tip here. First of all, I know this sometimes happens. The flickering. Sometimes Instagram thinks, bad quality. Then sometimes with these glitchy things, if you do put them in there, sometimes Instagram thinks it's actually glitchy and it will lower your reach because of quality. Sometimes. Not always, right? We've had some clients still blow up. So you started to be, in October 2020, you started to be consistent with it. But I got this new account October 2022. Okay. October 22, now it's May. Okay. Interesting. Let's just take a look at some other stuff. Okay, and I guess this is again a trending audio. So content per se, like the image quality and all of these things, pretty good. With that being said, hook. What's the hook in this video? Let's take a look at another. Okay, there's the hook. Good. Okay, so generally speaking, seems like you do get reach, but there's first of all something in your conversion rate, your follower conversion rate, plus you don't get as much reach as you should, because I tell you how it is. You should get a lot of reach, and you're doing, let's say, 90% of things right. 90%. Let's say 85% of things right. So what you want to do right now is you want to go ahead, go back to your competitor research, do it again. Probably you're going to do it anyway, right? Maybe, also with the dummy account stuff if you're in the black file. So yeah, with that being said, note down of your closest competitors, right? The people who are most similar to you in terms of content. Note down the top 3 content pieces or top 5 from different competitors. The ones that did the best. Also take a look at TikTok, by the way, in terms of just competitor research. And then go ahead and try to recreate them almost verbatim. The same hook, sort of the same vibe, the same style, the same kind of cuts. And post these just to see what happens. You also said your reach dropped, especially on the Reels. Okay, good that you also don't miss out on carousels, because carousel reach, like I told you, this is also, here's what's up. This is good. This is a good thing. 7-year transformation. I love the way you created this post. So create more content like this too, where you explain, where you show, where you talk about your own transformation, right? Where you show people what you did with yourself. Storytelling, right? More storytelling, more relatability. Maybe you can also create some videos around this, because as you can see, this carousel has 133 likes. Wherever that was. Yeah, 133 likes. This one has 60, right? This one has 36. This one has 58. So there's definitely something there when you talk about your own story, right? Your own things. Which was that? 35. Okay? Somebody asked, when we do competitive research, do we look at accounts with a similar following or any following is fine? Basically, with the whole range. Oh my God, my camera will be done pretty soon. Can you believe it? Why? It's plugged in. It's plugged in. Okay, we might have to do a short break, and I have to get out my other camera in case. Or let's actually put it that way. Maybe it's time. It's time to leave for now, because yeah, we've been on for 1.5 hours anyway. I'm just telling you, in case the camera drops out, that's it. But yeah, actually, so Dragana, right? Do this right now. I will monitor you in the black file. I will take a look at your stuff. And yeah. Because the potential is there like crazy. Because I've seen it firsthand a lot of times before. That content with exactly and basically your niche blows up. Somebody says, we only did 2 accounts. Well, better than nothing, I would say. So here's what's up. We're going to take a look at the people who shouted me out. In case. Okay. One quick one. And if my camera will turn off, that's it. Somebody says heat can make batteries less effective. Yeah, but it's plugged in. That's the thing. It's plugged in. It's not even, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take one random one that we're going to take a look at. Ha ha ha. I can't show you because it's not plugged in, but it is. Don't say it's, I'm so sorry. Don't say it's Yvonne from the chat box. Is that you? Is it taking a look? Without any post that I can't take a look at? Very sad. It's very sad. Yeah, somebody says, awesome stuff. I learned a ton already with only 2 accounts. There you go. That's how it should be. With that being said, I love these live streams. We should definitely do more of them. So yeah, let's put it that way. I will be here, let's say, for 5 to 10 more minutes. Then, because I'm getting nervous if I see that. And then I will... Oh yeah? Yvonne, this is your profile? What's in it? You don't have anything in it. Human design for women. Unlock your potential and live with purpose. Kind of interesting, yet still not really tangible. Like, I don't really understand like what I can really expect from it. Join our free human design community. Very interesting. Generally pretty good. I also love your profile picture. Look away because the camera looks at my eyes. But you need more content, Yvonne. You need more content. Jenny says, would love to see a makeup-oriented account at some point. I think I've done one at one of our live streams years ago, I think, or one of our videos. Yvonne, not sure where to start. So this is a very good question, because that a lot of people. Somebody asked before if maybe it was you too, if the mentorship is also for beginners. Yes, definitely, because it's very hands-on, and it's very, yeah, we're here to help you actually, help you wherever you're at the mentorship program. Like I said, it's full right now, kind of. But you can still apply down below. By the way, everybody here, you can still, even though we're full right now, you can still apply down below. Schedule a call with my community manager, which is Florian, which some of you guys might know, and have a call with him. And then you guys are going to take a look at your account already. It's a free call, right? It's not going to cost you anything. And, we'll see. if we can help you, if you were maybe too much of a beginner or not at all, usually that's not a problem. Or if you're too advanced, which is also not a problem. But sometimes people are weird and we can't take them on. We're actually kind of picky. So yeah, that's what you could do. Creatormentorship.com, basically. I snatched that one. But yeah, just to conclude this whole thing right here, Yvonne says something. All my content is long form on Facebook. Yeah, you need to create dedicated content on Instagram, basically. How's it working for you on Facebook? Do you have reach? If yes, already take a look. Think about what are the main pillars and topics you talk about in your Facebook that work the best, and try to make them into short form content and reels and carousels and photos. And basically start off with competitive research. Research similar accounts. Research what are they doing right now. Try to replicate this just to get the ball rolling and just to get into the content creation mood rut. Short form content creation rut. And then post for 30, 45, 60 days. And after 60 days, let's say, you're going to make a cut, take a look at everything you did, try to identify what worked, what didn't work, and try to go from there. Z Automotive, happy to be part of this life. I'm happy you're here, actually. What kind of cars do you have? Are we just going to wait it out until the camera dies? Most of my clients, Yvonne says, most of my clients are word of mouth biz is good, but I want to move away from one-on-one. Yeah, I understand. I understand. This is why you should immediately start to create short-form content. A lot of targeted content. Put them on an email list. I don't know what exactly you're doing. Like I said, I have no idea what human design or something like this means, or lifestyle, or who knows. So a little bit more tangible. And take them to a email list, and then think of maybe you want to do a group program. This is something I would recommend, especially if you don't have that many followers, right? Let's say group program, $2, $3, $1,000 per a pop, right? And basically have that going. And the selling happens mostly on your email list. This is why you need to grow your email list, everybody. Yeah, I make 90% of my income of my own products through my email list. It always has been, always will be. So, yeah. Oh. Okay. I'm still here. Just in case you're wondering, let me just pull up the iPad just so you know I'm still here. The camera died. Can you believe it? Isn't that sad? That is so sad. Let me just quickly open my other camera. Just to basically say goodbye. Yeah. Yeah, just 1 second. 1 second. I'll be right there. I'll be right back. Okay, so basically, you're gonna see it firsthand. You're gonna see it firsthand. Well, this doesn't look beautiful. This doesn't look healthy. Oh no. Oh no. I'm still here, just in case you're wondering. Seems like we have some issues with this cam link thing, but now you're going to see firsthand what is the difference. This is my other camera, which is the Sony CV1. That's always here just for video calls. That is the difference. This is like a $700 thing, which is all right. And I didn't really... it's just the standard settings without any of the fancy stuff. The other one was the $5,000 cinema camera, including the lens, though, I think, and all this stuff. Still thinks it's okay. Okay. Just make it a little better here, a little more. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to wrap this up. Somebody says, something's going on. You look like a serial killer. That is actually a very cool thing to say. Thank you. Mohammed Ali, which is an amazing name, says, is it okay to have like multiple niches? I want to start with AI and cinematic videos. Well, no. Generally speaking, it's not okay. I do have a lengthy answer on why in certain cases it could be okay, but no. Short answer, start with one niche and go down, double down on it. And yeah, that's it. Maybe create, if you really want to do both things. I mean, it could be that it's connected, right? But let's say it's cinematography / AI could be all right. But I think this might be too small of a niche. So kind of try to go broad, try to touch on multiple angles and expand there and / do two things. Anita is here, our old friend, our old moderator from the golden days. She says, hi, I only got the notification about your stream right now. Really? Really? What a YouTube, how dare you? I was about to end the stream already. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing great. It's been a while. Somebody says, you think too much of yourself. Why aren't you reviewing accounts? Why don't you just shut the fuck up? Yeah, but I appreciate your insight. Right. Okay, so we're going to answer a few more questions before we wrap this up. It's been, even though it's been 2 profiles only reviewed, I guess we've covered a lot of things that everybody could take for themselves, and implement for themselves. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to finish the dirty water. We're going to finish the monkey. Now you can see it. Monkey shoulder. Something very interesting. If you're in Dubai, just come by and we'll have a drink. Anita, I'm doing great. Just moved from Budapest. Really? Where did you move to? I just saw Chris House in Budapest, if you know him. He just went there. I saw it today on Instagram. I'm not going to say the story about Budapest, but yeah. Thanks, Tom. You're the only legit IG YouTuber I could find. Thank you. Thanks a lot. That's what I'm trying to aim for. I have some friends, some other creators in the same niche on YouTube, one of which is a total scammer. I'm not going to name him. But boy, have I heard some stories. Tomorrow says, is the live safe? Yeah, it will be saved. Great. Yvonne, that's a good question. Was a question. But hashtags, are they relevant anymore? I see so much conflicting information. Are you part of my free newsletter, the IG Insider newsletter, which is not just about Instagram, just so you know. Nothing ever here is just about Instagram, even though it's still an emphasis on Instagram. And the YouTube algorithm doesn't like me talking about something else. But a lot of things are various things. Also my live newsletter. But the IG Insider newsletter today, actually I sent it out today, we talked about hashtags. So, yeah, If you're part of it, awesome. If not, you might want to befriend somebody who's there to forward you this. But short answer is they're not really as relevant anymore as before. We're talking about you get lots of reach. You get, this is why you grow because of the right hashtags. Don't spend a lot of time on hashtags. Spend some time thinking of how an algorithm could understand your content by looking at your content and then trying to give context with your hashtags to it and with the topics. That's how it is. That's a short answer. Yvonne, I bet I know who you're talking about. Who? Let me know. Yvonne says, I believe I am part of the newsletter. Yeah, you should have gotten it today, or maybe it will still get sent out because I always do some split tests. Different things. So, yeah. Some people are dropping names right here, and I'm not going to confirm nor deny. Adam, are you planning on staying in Dubai long term? Yes, I moved here. Legit moved here. I got my own apartment. Like, I basically live here now. That's it. But it's getting too hot. I was driving down to the mall right before, and the thermometer in my car, the temperature thing said 45 degrees. So, yeah, it's not fun anymore. And it's not even summer yet, so... Yeah. So, yeah, in the summers, I will be in Europe. But as soon as it starts to get colder, usually in October-ish, I will go back here. Because I love it here. It's amazing. I really, really enjoy it here. We have lots of cool creators here already. Lots of YouTubers. The other day, I was at a summit with some YouTubers. I also met some Dominators, by the way. If you were there, say hello. Let me know. But some yeah. You should wear the traditional Dubai clothing in life. I have one right behind me in the shelf, but I'm not gonna wear it right now. But yeah. So yeah. What did I want to say? Also, the other YouTubers like my friend. I don't know if you know Ed from Film Booth. He's also here. The other day we were just seeing, didn't really meet him. What's his name? Chris Doe from the future. He had a seminar, pretty good seminar. Also met some Dominators there, so pretty cool. Somebody says, I watch some name that I'm not going to name, but it starts with a Robert video, and then pray that Dominik has a video so I can get my palate cleansed. Yeah, I'm just leaving that out there. Anita says, did you have some culture shock because of the move? Dubai is really different than Vienna. To be honest, it's always the other way around. When I come back to Vienna, I just get so angry dealing with certain people. So I will have a culture shock if I go back. Actually, down here, there was not that big of a cultural shock. I think there's so much negative energy towards Dubai in some certain places, which I don't really understand. And, I strongly urge everybody just to come here and take a look for yourself. It's a very, despite what people think, it's a very open place. So yeah, Z Automotive, obsessed with that film booth, creative booth. I mentioned, yeah, he's I think one of the best. Yvonne, I'm in Florida. It's hot but humid. When I lived in Arizona, it was too dry for me. I need rainforest weather. Yeah, here's what's up. Here, it's in the summer, it's humid like crazy. Sometimes 100% humidity. And like the water is running down the window. You can't see it right now because there's like a huge window. But for some reason, May, and it's not that bad yet. Can you tell us why you're in Dubai? Taxes, maybe. No, not just taxes, to be honest. A lot of things. First of all, I just love it here. That's actually the most important thing. There's other places where I could be, where I used to be. Georgia, for example, don't have taxes, or just 5% or something for digital creators. But still here, even though it's way more expensive here. But it's way nicer. Have you been to Haus Wittgenstein in Vienna? No. Never been. Are you ignoring me because I'm Muslim? No. How could I ignore? I tell you something. Officially, I'm Muslim now too. I didn't even know about it. When I went to get my driver's license changed here in Dubai, they opened a traffic file, and I checked out my traffic file, and lo and behold, what did I find? My name, Dominik. Then the next line they say, "What's your highest education?" Apparently, the one who made this put in my highest education as elementary school, and my religion is Muslim. So there you go. I'm a Muslim now too. I'm not even mad. Hence why this is really just dirty water and not booze. Where are you from, Marwan? When you go back, check it out. I will check it out. Haus Wittgenstein. What is it? It's a philosopher, right? The name, at least, of this guy. I'll go back on Monday, and I really don't wanna. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon. Keep your questions coming for the time being. When did you know social media was going to be a full-time career, and how do you deal with haters? We have a lot of good amount of those. Marwan, you're in Egypt. Where? I just found out my mother is in Egypt today, and she didn't even tell me about it. So maybe you want to go and check on her. I'm a little worried, to be honest. So when did you know social media was going to be a full-time career? I can make a video about basically my story, which I've wanted to do since 2019 or back when I had 10,000 subscribers. But it was actually a full-time career pretty early on. In case you don't know how I started, I used to go to law school, just a short version. Work at a law firm, like the real everything. Kind of knew I didn't want to stay in Austria. That was the big thing, because I just don't identify with Austria in general, right? With certain things, the way things are handled there, and still like it, but not as much as I should. And then I started doing some stuff, right? Had a web design agency, tried to get some clients there, right? Managed to scrape by, just barely. And then I was like, okay, now there's this it was 2016 or 17, and this influencer trend was starting to rise, right? The Instagram influencer thing. Chills thinking about it. Horrible. But yeah, so I set myself to go, I want to become an Instagram influencer. Oh, Dominik. Long story short, kind of happened. Things worked out fine. Had lots of great things happening there, right? Brand deals, meeting people, and doing, basically the whole Instagram influencer stuff. I don't want to be that anymore. I've had enough pretty early on. So then I was like, okay, interesting. I want to. In the back, we started of the clients that we had for the web design agency. We're like, you want to do social media too? We're gonna try out stuff, because at the time I just had my own reference experience from my own account. Also, my partner in the agency did pretty much the same. And so we started to do also Instagram on the side, managing people's profiles, all these things. And then I started a YouTube channel on the side. Didn't tell anybody about it. Not my Instagram people, because I didn't want that to be, the same. I didn't want them to know that. Just wanted to have a separate thing. Plus, I had not a lot, 10, 15K followers maybe on Instagram. I didn't want to cloud the YouTube algorithm, sort of. I just wanted to start really from scratch, from zero. And then, next thing I know, this happened. And I became full-time just from YouTube with, I think, 1,200 subscribers or 2,200 subscribers. I don't remember. It was not a lot. It was less than 3,000 subscribers. I went full-time on YouTube. Getting people over to my agency, some brand deals, and YouTube AdSense, which was not a lot back then, which is still not a lot, but I got kind of demonetized for a long time recently. But yeah, that's a long story, the long/short story. Would love to watch that video, especially after a repetitive Robert video. What's he talking about? I never watched his videos. Marwan says, shit, brother, did you know the rules here are bad? Where? In Egypt? I have no idea. In Dubai, the rules are not as bad as people might think. Somebody says, sir, you are not answering any of my questions. I just did. I guess. But yeah. Oh, that is cool. Yvonne also took the LSATs and then she didn't want to be a lawyer. Marvin, here a tip. Repost your content on Rumble. Pay more than YouTube. Well, it's okay. I'm doing okay. Monetary wise. I'm doing all right. But thanks for the tip. I've been wanting to do that on Rumble. The automatic integration. Thanks for letting me know. Seems like my assistants forgot. Or maybe they did it in the meantime. I've been telling about this to them for probably 6 months already. So we'll see. What's your plans, though, after finish the live session, which will be in 5 minutes? Nothing. It's 10 p.m. I'll go to sleep soon. Gonna sleep it off. This is pretty good. This one's pretty good. Z Automotive, we only had 4K YouTube subs because of a video that went viral on TikTok. 22 mil is going viral here. Okay, that's a good start. But here's one thing that I've seen, like one big major issue, is people who have one viral hit and then they try to chase it. This is actually a recipe for disaster, right? Don't try to just chase this viral thing. Think about your whole long-term strategy and content strategy. Adam, what do your parents think of your work/job? First of all, they still don't 100% know what I do. I guess some of them still think I'm doing something illegal. My father is actually here. I saw him somewhere in the comment section before, so hello. Yeah, they to be honest, they were very weary of what I was doing, especially in the beginning stages of my career. Now I'm rich. Now they can see I'm obviously rich. So suddenly it's all okay. Suddenly they knew all along, right? So yeah. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to end this in a few minutes. And we're going to do another one in 2-3 weeks. Okay? I promise you that, because it's really fun for me. How do you prioritize between long-form YouTube and short-form IG/shorts? Yeah, here's right now, me personally, I prioritize just on long-form because, to be honest, right now with the agency, with the mentorship going on right now that requires my full attention, my courses and content here. Right now I'm just a little overwhelmed with getting everything together with it, because I still edit most of the things myself. So yeah, the plan should be for everybody, and also my plan, to equally space it out between short form content and long form content if you want to go that route. And batch create, especially short form content, and lay out the business a little better Yeah, it's easier said than done, as you can see with my own example. But it's all right, you know? That's all right. That's maybe another important thing for people to know. Sometimes it's all right to not always just be fully going into stuff and, you know, risk a burnout, which is another thing that sometimes I feel like I'm barely almost scratching the burnout, and then I give myself a little bit of a break, and, you know, but you got to be really, really careful with that. So, okay, with that being said, we have time for one more question, and then we're going to say goodbye. Goodbye, England's Rose. This monkey thing is really good. Monkey business, basically what I do. I know we have quite a bit of a lag. How can we figure out the lag? It's 22:03 right now. Let me know when you hear the message. Z Automotive, it depends how much time you have. I would right now push more towards short form, and then let's say every 2 or 3 weeks put a long form in there. Okay. Next time that we're going to be on here, we're going to do more profiles. I promise you that. We're going to do 3. And, yeah. 23:04. So there's 2 or 1 minute gap lag. Okay. Okay, my friends. It was nice while it lasted. You have seen me with on all my different sites, with different cameras, with different angles. Anybody wants to have a closing word? Julia Nadziemkowska. Hey, but actually goodbye. Lack lady. Oh, did I miss all the action? Oh, of course, now you're coming out. Now when I say goodbye. We've been on here for 2 hours. Right? Young Orange, do you ever see Arrested Development? Yes, it is an amazing show. Why do you say that right now? This is very interesting. Tobias Funke. What about Tobias? Anita says maybe next time you should schedule the live stream in advance on YouTube so we all get the notification. Here's what's up in case you've missed this, the beginning. It was scheduled for yesterday. Then my internet went out. Then my assistant came up telling you guys in a very weird way that made a lot of you people think I was dead. Informed you that I was not going to be able to make it. So I just really, spontaneously said, I'm going to do it today just because I got the monkey thing yesterday. And I didn't want to go it to waste because I will leave this town here for a few months on Monday. And, why would I buy the monkey shoulder and not even open it? Like lady, okay. Watch the replay. Awesome. I appreciate it. Jenny, keeping my fingers crossed the next time we see a makeup account analyzed. Come back. I will remember you. Right? I will just remember you. I'm very good at remembering these usernames and the pictures. So, right. So, I'm just waiting for Young Orange to let me know why you brought that up. The Tobias. Now I remember. It's basically the same, right? He was always saying it in a way that made people think, oh man, it's such a good show. It's such a good show. Marwan, of course I remember you. You're in Egypt. Which city are you at? Anita, you're awesome. Thanks a lot. Where did you move? That's just one thing I want to know. Because everybody who tunes in today and all the other times, I do remember lots of you. So at some point, we're going to be friends. Like I am with Anita. Alexandria. Really? That's a name of the city still. I thought it has like an updated name. But cool. Awesome. I want to go to Egypt. It's been far on my list. Like I said, my mother's there right now. She just told me today. She told nobody. So yeah, I'm kind of worried. Okay, Anita to Komarom. No idea where that is. Okay, so thanks a lot for being here. Thanks a lot, Matt. Thanks a lot, Abdul. Hi, I've reached 86K. Awesome, Abdul. Thanks a lot, Ryan. Thanks a lot, Z Automotive. Z Automotive. In your mentorship, do you go over any YouTube video editing tips? No. Actually, no. Even though for my exclusive one-on-one mentorship clients, in about 3 weeks, we're going to have a huge session about YouTube. So, but this is not the norm. Okay, so thanks a lot. I don't have any music. Should we have a music? No, we don't. We're going to say goodbye, and I'll see you guys later. And have a good one. I appreciate every one of you. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Cheers. See, and it's empty. We're going to have the last zip here. And goodbye.